Your salary is not going to make you wealthy. I know that is hard to hear, but nobody is going to say it to your face. So I will, no matter how many raises you get, no matter how many promotions you earn. If you only have a salary, you are running on a treadmill, working harder, going nowhere. And today I am going to show you exactly why, with real numbers. Hook. Let me ask you something honestly. You have been working for years now, maybe 5 years, maybe 10. Your salary has gone up. Your lifestyle has gone up with it. But your actual wealth, the number in your investment account, has it really moved? For most people, the answer is no. And it is not because they are lazy. It is not because they are bad with money. It is because nobody ever showed them the hidden math behind a salary. Nobody explained what actually happens to your paycheck before it even reaches your hands. Nobody talked about the ceiling, the invisible wall that every salaried person eventually hits. And nobody told them what wealthy people do differently. That is exactly what this video is about. So stay with me, because by the end of this, you are going to see your paycheck in a completely different way. The hidden math of your salary. Let us start with the number most people never actually calculate. Say you earn $60,000 a year. Sounds decent, right? But here is what happens before that money reaches you. Federal income tax takes a chunk. State tax takes another chunk. Social Security, Medicare, health insurance deductions. By the time everything is taken out, you are probably taking home somewhere around $42,000 to $45,000 a year. That is roughly 25 to 30% gone before you spend a single dollar. Now, out of that $42,000, you have rent, food, car, insurance, phone, subscriptions, everything. Most people in this situation are left with maybe $300 to $500 a month if they are being careful, maybe nothing at all if life throws them a curveball. And here is the brutal truth. You can work harder, you can get a promotion, you can jump to a new company for a higher salary, but the math does not change. More income, more tax, more lifestyle creep. Same result at the end of the month. This is the treadmill, and most people never step off it. The ceiling nobody talks about. Here is something that your boss will never tell you. Your salary has a ceiling. There is a maximum amount a company will pay for your role. It does not matter how good you are. It does not matter how hard you work. Every job title has a salary band, and once you hit the top of that band, you are done. The only way to earn more is to change roles, change companies, or climb the ladder. And climbing the ladder takes years, sometimes decades. Meanwhile, your expenses are growing right now. Your rent is going up right now. Inflation is eating your purchasing power right now. You are in a race where the finish line keeps moving further away. And the biggest problem with active income, which is what a salary is that it completely stops the moment you stop working. You get sick, income stops. You get laid off, income stops. You take a month off, income stops. Your income is 100% dependent on you showing up every single day, forever. That is an exhausting way to build a life. What wealthy people do differently. Now let me show you what actually builds wealth. Wealthy people do not just earn more. They build something called passive income. Passive income is money that comes in whether you are working or not, whether you are sleeping, traveling, sick, on vacation. The money keeps coming. And the most common and proven way to build passive income is investing. Specifically, putting your money into assets that grow on their own. We talked about compound interest in the last video, but let me show you how it directly connects to the salary trap. Say two people both earn $60,000 a year. Person A spends everything, upgrades their car, upgrades their apartment, enjoys every dollar, saves nothing. Person B lives on $50,000, takes $10,000 every single year and invests it in an S&P 500 index fund at 10% average return. After 10 years, person A has a nice lifestyle and zero wealth. After 10 years, person B has over $175,000 invested. After 20 years, person B has over $630,000. After 30 years, person B has over $1.8 million. Same salary, same job, completely different outcome. The only difference was what they did with the gap between what they earned and what they spent. That gap, that is where wealth is built. the tax game. Now here is something that makes this even more powerful, and most people completely miss it. When you earn a salary, the government taxes you first. You earn $1,000. The government takes their cut. You get what is left. But when wealthy people make money through investments, the rules are completely different. Long-term capital gains, which is money made from investments held over a year, is taxed at a much lower rate than regular income. In many cases, it is 15% or even 0 for lower income brackets. Compare that to regular income tax, which can be 22%. 24%, 32% depending on how much you earn. The system is literally designed to reward people who invest and charge more to people who only work. That is not an opinion. That is just how the tax code is written. So every dollar you move from active income into investments, you are not just growing your money. You are also changing how that money gets taxed in the future. That is a double win that most salaried employees never even think about. The real numbers. Let me make this as concrete as possible. Imagine you are 30 years old. You earn $60,000 a year. You take home about $43,000 after taxes. You commit to investing just $500 a month, which is $6,000 a year. At 10% average annual return, here is what happens. After 10 years, you have $102,000. After 20 years, you have $343,000. After 30 years, you have $986,000. You invested $180,000 total over those 30 years. You ended up with nearly $1 million. The extra $800,000, you did not earn that at work. The market earned it for you. Compound interest earned it for you. Time earned it for you. Now here is the important part. At $1 million invested, even at a conservative 4% withdrawal rate, you can take out $40,000 a year, forever, without touching the original million. That is passive income. That is financial freedom. That is the point where your money is working harder than your job ever could. And you got there on a $60,000 salary, not a six-figure salary, not a tech job, not a side hustle, just discipline, just investing. Just time. The mindset shift. Here is the thing most people get wrong. They think wealth is about earning more, so they chase promotions, they take on extra projects, they work weekends, and none of it moves the needle because they spend everything they earn. The real shift is this. Stop asking, how do I earn more? Start asking, how do I keep more of what I already earn and put it to work? Your salary is a tool. It is not the destination. It is the starting point. Every dollar you invest today is hiring a tiny worker that works for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, without breaks, without sick days, without asking for a raise. That is the game. And the earlier you start playing it, the easier it gets. Outro? So here is your takeaway from today. Your salary alone will not make you wealthy, but your salary combined with consistent investing absolutely can. Find the gap between what you earn and what you spend and put that gap to work. Start with whatever you have, even $100 a month. Just start. If this video opened your eyes, share it with someone who needs to hear this. I will see you in the next one.